Hello, fine folks, and welcome to Bogey Plays. This evening I'm not playing. We're doing a top 10 streams. This is a top for us a bit. We're going to talk about games, but it's a top of the streams we've made this year. We've participated this year, and it's going to be just me and Radu. The talking hand is too shy, so she says she doesn't want to appear on camera. So it's going to be just I'm not going to be alone. I'm going to be with Mr. Radu. Hello, Radu, and welcome back. Oh. Do I hear myself all right? Are you on stream? Everything is all right? I am? Okay. A bit low? I will. I increased it right now. Do you think I'm better now? Is it? Is it? Is it? You don't hear yourself? Now that's funny. Now that's funny. Let me see. Why shouldn't you hear yourself? There is no reason for you to not. You should talk, Radu. I'm listening. Yeah, you can hear me, but you cannot hear if somebody is there. I don't know why this is happening. This shouldn't be happening. You can hear me, but you cannot hear yourself. You're not even hearing me. Okay, now this is because I am seeing you here. Let me see. Well. Do we have a... You can hear Radu? Can you hear Radu if there is somebody watching? Well, I'm going to add you again then. Let's see if that's let's no, I'm gonna do something here very fast, and let's see what's happening, because I have never yeah, I don't know what's happening. Why this is... Yeah, come on. Okay, the name already exists, so you already are in here. But where are you? Where are you, my friend? Let me... I don't know. Yes, I'm going to delete you for good. And this is... I don't know. I know what's happening. I do not know what's happening. Let's see. Oh, here you are. We're doing this live. I don't know. I do not know why this is happening. I think I have done this a gazillion times. Now please talk and tell me if you can hear yourself.
Let's have the speech. Wow, I'm full screen.
Yeah, you were full screen at some point. You gotta tell me. How is it? How are you right now? Can you hear
I'm
yourself?
waiting for myself to talk. Oh, yes, we have audio.
We have audio, yeah.
I have a voice.
Let me see.
It
Uh,
works.
Now the question is if you are still here. Oh.
All right.
We are doing stuff live.
Video stamp. 5 minutes of
Yeah.
technical
But
issues.
I don't know what this, I have already solved this problem and now it reappeared and I don't know why. I'm sorry to everyone who was watching. Now we are all right. We are on. I'm sorry. We're going to put that again. I don't know. It kept your first, and I don't know. I don't know where your second one is. Nah, doesn't matter. I'm gonna get really upset right now because I don't know
Oh,
what
don't
happened.
worry.
There was supposed to be, yeah. I don't know. Anyways,
Let's start over.
let's start over. Yeah, this is our top. We have had our technical issues. We have solved them. So let's go. This is a top which we're making for us a little bit. Um, how how are you feeling first and foremost?
Yeah, I'm feeling energized.
Really?
I went for a walk and I viewed a concert earlier. So yeah, I'm filled with culture.
And then you said, okay, let's make this top. So this is the top 10 streams which we have done during the year. We have started this collaboration last year in 2021 in the beginning of the year, I think in January, February, I think. And we kept at it. And yeah, since we started doing also things in English, we have grown our collaboration slowly.
Yeah.
Uh,
Lucky for you that I know some English.
some English, yeah. And
You
we
would
have
have fired me. Do you know English, by the way? No. Then hit the road.
and now we're moving forwards more and more, and hopefully our English is getting better, and hopefully our content is getting better. If problems like this wouldn't appear, problems which were already solved, and again I had this problem. I do not know why it happened. Anyways, let's move on. Let's go to our top. It was top 10 streams. What were your how did you
Well,
pick your your top, your numbers?
this is one of the toughest tops to make, in my opinion, because we are directly involved with them, right? So everything I have a forward thinking mentality that usually I do not get to go back on what I've done, and I had to go and look through every video
Stream
we've done together
this year. Okay.
this year, just to remember what I did. It's almost like a short memory loss that talking about them maybe will recover some of that.
Yeah. If you think we've spent we are spending per week a few hours together, so I said let's try to do this top. It's more or less for us than I don't know if somebody who watches is gonna have a lot of fun watching it, but we got the chance to think about the year that has passed. Uh, in gaming wise, through games
Yeah.
and through streams. Um,
Well,
we
like you said in the beginning, I never would have assumed it would go this far. Like we started playing a game which we both enjoyed so much, and then, out of nothing, it's we're still going, right? And I'm waiting to see the light at the tunnel, and
well,
we're still here, still talking about games, and there's an endless amount of things to talk about, apparently.
yeah, there is. So without further ado, I'd say let's move on to the our top 10 streams, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you the should I give it? I'm gonna give you the last word today. So I'm gonna start
Okay.
with our top
I'm good with
10s.
that.
So let's open the TVs. Uh, so my number 10 is an interview. I had this year. I had a lot of interviews. A lot. I made quite a few of them, and I really enjoy making them. I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy listening to their stories. I enjoy digging into their stories. And there are some interviews where the interviewer, in a way, um, does your job. You don't need to, you just need to sit back and he does the job for you. And in a way, this happened with the interviewer, which I'm going to talk about right now. And uh, my first pick is, oh, let me go in here, is the interview I had with Mr. Mikhailo Dmitrievsky, which is
Really?
the Micho, sorry. I always have to remember to say that.
Yeah.
Um,
He even taught you how to
yeah,
pronounce his name.
yeah, exactly. And yeah, it was a lot of fun doing that interview. Um, he talked a lot. And he made my life very, very easy. Uh,
Yeah, 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 yeah. He just had a story after story.
yeah,
Even got to see a private conversation
uh,
between him and the postal office.
yeah, yeah,
That's
exactly,
funny.
exactly. Even you can even see a private comment between him and his post office, and then yeah, he talked about the postal office, which kind of yeah, I kind of know a little bit about, because it's the same as probably in every ex-communist country. Um, uh, he it was fun because in like all the interviews I've made are fun. All the interviews I enjoy. All the interviews all the people are very nice and communicative and try but it was a lot of fun. Just he did my work, and I had I think three of these interviews of these types of interviews, and one was with Ben Maddox, one was with David Turci,
Yeah.
and this one I had to pick one. I chose because I'll go cult of the new, the last one, so I'll go with the Mijo. It was fun. I love doing these interviews. I will try to do as many as I can, and I do hope people see it and enjoy it. My number 10 was the interview I made with the Micho.
Yeah, it's extremely charismatic and effortlessly funny.
What is your number
Well,
10?
yeah, it's thinking about how we have grown, or you have grown on this channel, and the content you've have added in the last months. I think it should have a spot on this top, and increasing in live sessions, interviews. with all sorts of people that are key in this industry. So basically, I'm giving the number 10 to Bogey. Here's your prize.
No, 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 no. Go for another number 10. I will not accept it.
You'll not accept it. Okay, so
No,
I have a backup.
I will, yeah.
I knew you would be so
Yeah, 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 yeah.
but
Go on.
yeah, probably if I'll have Maharaja at number.
Maharaja. Ooh, that was a cool stream, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I have two on number 10.
A bit of cheating.
So
We did Maharaja
we did
both.
it twice, right?
Twice. Yep, we did it um, in English and in Romanian. We did it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Apparently we like that much that we
yeah,
have to
we
play
did,
it twice.
didn't we? We really enjoyed
Um,
this game.
and you managed to play well at both of them,
I think the first
apparently.
one is a two-player. The second one, the one we did in English.
Three player,
We did
yeah.
a three-player playthrough of it,
We have
and
we
it
have to
shined.
we have we need to talk about we have a third player now. Even though it's a talking hand, it plays quite surprisingly well
For the talking hand.
for a talking hand. So
Yeah,
we need to give some credit
props.
where
Some props.
it
Yeah, 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 yeah.
and it helps it changes the dynamic. I think first year we only played two player everything,
A lot of
maybe
games
with
with
Costi
Costi
maybe.
sometimes, and with somebody else. One or few games with somebody else. Yeah,
Yeah, but this year has been
yeah.
more and more
More with D.
present.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. More with D. Yeah, it's
So
it's easier. It's easier to do it like that because I live. Yeah, living near Bucharest, people. It's hard to get people to the table at these hours that where we do streams. So it's
mm,
kind of hard. Yeah,
the
but
biggest city in Romania, it's hard to get people
yeah,
to be
it
to
is.
be
It
at the
is.
same under the same roof.
It
Okay.
kind of is. But yeah, it was. I agree with you. It was a fun playthrough for Maharaja. Let's go to number 9, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Number 9 is a. Let's see. My number 9 is a game.
Well, that's what we usually do here.
And it is, believe it or not, our first overlap. And
Wow.
it's
We,
Maharaja.
we are so synchronized. It's
Yeah, this one I won't talk that much about it. It was fun. It was fun. My main
we haven't talked about our tops. We didn't
no,
share any
no,
of
we
this
don't share. No,
information
we don't share
before,
infos. No, we don't
so
know. Yeah.
just had
Uh,
to.
this game took me a bit by surprise. I have my issues with it, and I talk about my issues on the. We talked there a bit about the issues which you have, but the game itself is a great. It's an awesome game to play 3-4 players. Great game. We had a lot of fun, uh,
Mm,
and playing it 3-player on stream, it was, I would say, close to the right player count.
mm,
2-player is not for this game. It's okay,
mhm,
it works, but 3-player, it was awesome. And thinking all the time, what would you do? It's another Kramer. It's a Kramer and Kiesling title, which unfortunately went a bit under the radar because of the problems with its production. But as a game, props. I think it's a very good game and very enjoyable as a multiplayer game. It's my type of a multiplayer game with the right type of interaction.
yeah,
Uh,
it's perfect for a game night.
right weight, yeah, to play with a lot of people. That was my number 9. What is your number 9?
Okay, good pick, good pick. My number 9 is I was interesting to see. It's Crossing Oceans. Uh, we
Yeah.
have played this one, um, and it took us by surprise. I would have never guessed the year of this game. It came out in 2022, and it looks like an instant classic of you're updating, upgrading your ships,
Ships. Yeah.
and you have to send goods from one part to the other.
Yeah.
So there's this race of who's getting uh, ahead first, and it was a constant struggle. I was my only goal from the beginning, and I had the starting tile of going for ribbons.
Yeah.
How many ribbons did I get?
None. I think none.
Zero. So even though my initial strategy just went with the win, uh,
I was
I
always
I
getting
had to
ribbons in
manage.
front of you.
Yeah. So, but I understood quite early what has to be done. The rules overhead is pretty low,
Yeah.
and you just have tough decisions with that rondel in the
Part. Yeah. Yeah.
lower left
Lower
corner,
left. Yeah.
and the it's double-sided, but this one has a better way for us to
To
stream
stream. Yeah.
the
Yeah.
game. The other one is more politically correct. That has the countries and all the colors.
Yeah.
More
It's
color.
more closer to the real. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
So
globe,
it
which we
was
all grew up with.
another very competitive game. So you have to be prepared and to pay attention to what other
Players
players
are doing. Yeah. All the
are
time.
doing. What boats do they have in their possession? How to get in their way a bit, because every ship you buy must be better than the one before. So you constantly adapt or you know
Yeah. 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 You always have to.
update
Yeah. To adapt. You
your
need to adapt
har
on this. Yeah, and what the I think a four-player would be it's the best for this game. Might be the best. I like for me it was not a surprise having had transatlantic for a while. I knew what this is. I
Mm.
never knew. Did not know exactly how this one was, but I played it was good. It was for me. It wasn't a surprise. And I enjoy the game a lot. It's a
For me, it
really fun.
was because I
Yeah,
haven't played Transatlantic, so
and you're the least Eurogamer between all of us here at Doggy Plays
yeah.
who
I
participated.
am getting there. I'm feeling converted. The more I play on this channel, I feel like I'm getting into the top tier heavy.
Have you?
I'm not giving that title yet. I'm not there. But I feel I'm getting more and more
you,
acquainted with these types of
you're ready
mechanics.
for Arc, right? Let's go. Let's go for number 8. And my number 8, sir, is a game which I have played this year, and we have played after Essen. I got a review copy at Essen,
Hmm.
and I really did not like it playing it with two players. I don't know, it didn't click for me as a two-player game, but we played it as a three-player game, and man, then it started to click a lot of things.
Uh, I feel like I should know this one.
This
Probably.
is on Mars.
On Mars.
Um, I really like this game now. And I think 3 is a sweet spot for this game. I think 4 would be
Mm.
too long, a bit too long maybe. But 3 or 4 I would play it. Uh, I I'm not. There are a lot of other Lacerda games which I would play as a two-player, but this one, no, I think 3 is the right. 3, maybe 4. I haven't played 4, but 3, I thoroughly enjoyed it. thoroughly. It was a fun experience on stream, and on stream it's to play a heavy game on stream is a lot of work because I need to change cameras. I need to think that if this is the stream good, do people see what needs
Just
to see?
look at the screen right now, and if you're not scared of what you see and how to manage all that, then you don't know what it takes.
And thinking of the strategy, thinking a bit of the strategy of what I want to do, looking all the time of what you are doing, what are you taking from me, from the cards, do I stay in the colony, do I go on the other side? It was a blast. It was fun. It was. Um, um, I have. I am more than happy. I've managed to play it on stream, and I hope we're going to be able this year to play it. Sorry, next year to play it with the expansion, and talk again about this game because I really like it, and with that playthrough, yeah, I have changed a lot of what I thought about the game because, like I said, I played and playing a game. This is a true a thing which we all need to think about when we review games. Playing it at the wrong player count might skew your thoughts on the game.
Mm.
Um, I never, well, to be honest and fair, I never thought it was a bad game. I just didn't. I thought it's not that great a two player. There are, I think, better Lacerta games which play it too than this one.
So, yeah, just my thoughts on this. What I remember is that this is a Bowie special, and we're gonna play something. I don't know what, but I'll tell you a half an hour before we start. Uh, and it's on Mars, and I felt like a thorn in someone's side because I just was there to annoy you both. Oh, what are you gonna do now? Oh, I'm just can I do that? Yeah, I'm do that. So I didn't know what I was doing, but yeah, it still was glad to be at the same table. Well, not I was the AI at the table.
Okay,
All right, my number eight.
okay.
You would have thought this would be a lower on my list, but eight is pretty good, I think.
Well, it's a top
It's
10. I think I haven't numbered, but I think it's 60 streams probably we did this year.
Yeah,
Probably,
well,
yeah. So
you
it's
you
top
have
10.
increased your bandwidth with other content, which
Yeah.
I highly appreciate and respect.
Okay.
Anyway, my number eight is Railways of the World,
Oh no,
and
because you
this
won.
was
This is because you won. Admit it.
uh, well, I couldn't have put it my number one just to, because I won.
Because you
That's
won.
certainly good. It felt really good because I never even the intention was not even to win, was just to annoy you by you were, practically don't take any more bonds. You'll be
Yeah.
broke halfway through the game.
And I was concentrating on what you are doing instead of concentrating on what I should do. Uh,
Yeah, well, my plan
Worked.
worked,
Yeah, it
and
worked. Yeah.
so I just needed money, and I didn't know how to get it. And oh, there's money to be had by taking a piece of paper? Yes, please. And in the end, I was left so open to do a
A
lot
lot of
of
things.
things, to
Yeah.
move
Yeah. Yeah.
goods with through a
Because
through
we
a
left you those goods. Me and D left you
yes.
those goods practically. We gave you the game. We said
Yeah, you
you take it.
probably you moved on the right side of the board where the red is. Nobody else is there. It's just him. He's
The-
Bogey, Bogeyland, uh, and yeah, it was a pretty straightforward.
it was fun. Yeah.
It was a fun way to see how can you win with a did I have 11? Or
Yeah.
I see
Probably.
there's 11 there. So
Probably. Yeah. And yeah, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun, and we're going to play even more of these. We're gonna
And there's more to
There's
come.
more to come. Yeah, of you
I
taking
want more
bonds.
bonds.
Fun experience. I agree with you. It was fun. Okay,
Uh,
let's go to number seven, right?
Number seven.
My number seven is another game which I've played this year, and it's a game. It's a classic which we played a while, I think, in the summer, and the game is Pillars of the Earth. Uh, I remember you agonizing towards the
Like I
end.
often do.
Towards the end, you are agonizing. Oh no! Oh no, you made your ranger. Oh no, you made that. Oh no, you did that.
Yeah.
You were. I remember. It was a fun. It's always a fun game. This one.
Mm.
It sits there to the light medium towards medium Euro game, with good decisions, simple rules, fast, fun. Um, it was simply a very good. And I think we played it twice. We did also play through in Romanian a while ago. I think
We
last
did.
year, or and yeah, both times we had a great great experience. This one was
Mm.
also a great playthrough, uh, and yeah, I do hope this game will not be forgotten, and I still hope that someone will reprint that expansion.
As long as we are alive,
Yeah,
we will be talking about this
about
game,
this
I
game.
assure
Yeah.
you.
So that is my number seven, which is Pillars of the Earth. What is your number seven?
Great pick. My number seven, and we only had a Romanian
Playthrough.
stream for this, but you probably know this by now. It's pretty famous title. It's called Paleo.
Paleo.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
fun.
I'm a big fan of cooperative games that takes away. Well, obviously it's not competitive, so you don't go head to head, and there's no race between players,
Yeah.
and it's fun to change for a brief moment to see how can you work together to take the best decisions to for your tribe to survive, more or less. But even though it's in Romanian, we had an incredible time. I almost saw the entire thing. It was what's going to happen next, and it's really for me. I've been there and I don't remember any of it. So it was fun to go back and to see what the choices
You
we've made
watched
and
it.
why we have made those choices. It's a pretty, it's a good
Yeah.
team. It's a team builder.
I really enjoyed this one, and I don't know, maybe I'll manage to get a copy with the expansion. I really want that expansion. Um,
Yeah. Note to self, just put it in the calendar.
yeah, to play it, and yeah, it's a lighter experience than, for example, Robinson Crusoe or Ghost Stories. It
Mm,
does still have a tension there, but it's a more breezy, in a way,
mm,
experience. It's not the game does not step on you all the way through like Ghost Stories does, for example,
yeah.
or how is it called, the railroad um, game, the Underground Railroad.
Oh, okay.
Freedom, freedom, freedom stomps on you throughout from the beginning till the end. Also, Ghost Story is the same. This one does not do that, and gives you a bit of a freedom of choice.
Mm,
And it gives you harder puzzles. Is that true? But if you want to play it a bit lighter, you have that opportunity. If you want to play it a bit heavier, you have that
mm.
opportunity.
And if you're a risk taker, you can go for going into caves, the red cards, try to
Yeah,
take down animals that you know you can't defeat, but
yeah,
you go anywhere just to look at them.
yeah.
And usually you don't
You
get
just look at
anything.
them, yeah, and they pass by. Oh,
Yeah,
look, a mammoth, man! How much meat we can get right now.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. And
but we're so
in the end, you,
we're so stupid. We don't even have not tools, um, weapons. We have no
yeah,
weapons. We cannot kill it. And he just walks by, and we are hungry. We are so hungry.
yeah.
Night's gonna come.
I found a twig. Do you want to share it? Anyway, you have people that you start, feeling bad when they have wounds on them, and you can see that they're on the end of their life, and we have to decide which one do you want to eliminate from the tribe. And there are some events or other cards that will join your deck if you want to use them. It's a
Fun,
very active
fun.
inter
Thoroughly enjoy it. Thoroughly
yeah.
enjoy this game, and I do hope I get that an English copy and the expansion so we can play it with the
We will
expansion.
definitely play it if we
Yeah.
get an English copy
Uh,
for sure. I
yeah.
want to revisit Stone Age.
Yeah, and I've realized I really enjoy these themes. I really like these themes.
Hmm.
Okay, let's go to number 6, right?
Yes.
Let's go to number 6. And my number 6 is a game, believe it or not. Whoa.
I would be surprised.
And that game
It's your
is
favorite recipe for goulash.
it's a game I haven't done the playthrough a playthrough in English. We only did it in Romanian. It's one of my top 20 games of all time right now. I really like this game, and I do hope we're gonna get the opportunity to play it also on stream here after I finish with the piles of games that I have right now after this and then whatever
Right.
they came. The game is Crystal
Yeah.
Palace.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
w- I I mean I remember when you are setting the dice prices and you are ah and then I think on one you went full on. You spent a lot of money and because you thought I'm gonna spend, and I spent once one a lot of ones and maybe a two or something like that. I didn't spend a lot of money that round because really didn't have a lot of money. um, it was yeah, it was or what I wanted to save up for different things. I
Hmm.
really enjoy this game. This is a top 20 for me in this moment. The first the first time I played it, I said, "Ooh, this is good." The first time I played it, and then yeah, I um,
Hmm.
I hope to play it more. I hope I'll have the time to play it more. It's a Euro game with theme. The theme is there.
Hmm.
Um, it's you can yeah, I mean you can find the theme is not for a Euro game, and but and the gameplay is quite good. It's not I think is Uwe Rosenberg approved or something like that, and it's hard to get a Uwe Rosenberg approved stamp, you know. Good, great game, Crystal
Yeah.
Palace.
So basically, what you're saying that I would make a terrible accountant don't you know um, leave me with your finances. You will not get anything out of them. Anyway, I just remember that this is a highly modular board
Board,
game. You
yeah,
have all
yeah, yeah,
these
yeah,
bits and pieces that
yeah.
you can
Yep.
mix and match the way you want them, and
No, you don't.
it's a nice you
No,
no
you
you,
put it in a. You can rearrange the board the way you want to, but the actions you do
yeah,
it
but that's what I meant.
you do it in a certain fashion. You go from one to I don't know
Oh, okay.
six, say, and you do the actions from one, two, and this is part of the
Yeah, but they're
strategy game.
separate,
Yeah,
right?
they're separate. Yeah, you can
It's
choose the way you're going to
mm,
set up, but that's the only way, the only thing that you choose.
yeah.
What is your number six, Mister?
My number six. I mean, it's another a lighter game that was it's perfect. It's right in my ballpark. It's incredible. It's lighter. I wouldn't say it's Istanbul. You would probably say
Oh,
it's a light game, right?
it's
Um,
a light medium game. Towards
oh, okay,
medium, it's not
okay.
a light game, especially if you add expansions. Especially if you
Yeah,
add
I think
expansions.
you've added a few, and the game we played was not as mean as it could be because we had so much room for us to move around. We didn't really step on each other's toes that much,
Yeah,
but still we had to show
yeah,
what comes in the box. I
yep,
think it was the big box that we have played with,
yep,
and you've placed everything on the table.
yep. I did. Yep, that's right.
And you know, it's
Yeah,
it was a
it was a fun experience. This one, it's a great game. This is a great game. Yeah,
yeah.
it was fun. I'm glad that.
Once you know what each tile does, you can think without over processing what you have to do. And you know, can you get there? I can. Can you activate that tile? Perfect. And the race is for who gets the rubies first.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah. We
you know, straightforward.
Yeah, we played with biggest map, and for three players just does not work. I think it works for fine for four or five players,
Yeah.
and I've realized no, it's not. You need to play it with one expansion max, a 4x5 max, but yeah, this is a very good game and a great
Mm.
classic. A great classic. I think we're gonna play it. We're gonna try to play it at some point if I get the chance to play it to do a playthrough in English also. This is a lot of fun. This game.
Yeah. Now talking about it, it's
I remember the
brings.
playthrough. I got a copy from. It was localized in Romania, and I got a copy, and I put it. It it's a great game, and I'm glad it's localized here. And people can get it in Romanian. They can play this game and have this game in their collections. This is a very good game. Um,
No, it was a no-brainer, right? Because it's basically language independent.
yeah,
You have
yeah.
to
Basically, it's
learn the
language independent. Yeah.
iconography, just translate the rulebook, and you're done. Um, right.
So
My
let's go to number
my
five.
number six is Turkey.
Turkey. Let's go to number five. Number five is a. Let's see if um, you can guess what my number five is. It's a crossover with the other list. It's the one we had a problem on stream, uh, and it's a game which really took me by surprise. The game is Magnate First City.
Oh, that
Uh,
one.
this was fun. It was fun playing it. It was fun um, streaming it.
Yeah, if you're good with accounting, real estate, money, and how to be efficient, which none of the above are working for me. So I did what I could.
I really enjoyed it. And I think Dee ran away with the game at some point. At some point,
Yeah, because I made her king.
yeah, you made her king exactly.
I should, and
Uh,
you were just yelling at me. Why did you give her that?
why
You
didn't you
know,
take that card? Yeah.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
and it
So
has it. I can see now. I've talked with James Naylor, the designer, and he says really likes the Railways of the World, and this card system in a way it's taken from Railways of the World. You take one of those cards,
yeah,
which helps you create some sort of an engine. It's a Here it helps you create some sort of an engine. This card system is really, yeah. We've played it with everything. How should I call it? With everything on, everything is on the hard level. Let's go, not
yeah.
with the advanced tenants, and yeah, and with these cards which really make the game shine, gives it that uh, gives it the juice, the pulp, makes it that good. And yeah, it was funny. It was fun. And at some point I was, I hope I can get, if I get this card, and if I get this card, I hope I can manage to get close to. But yeah, she and it shows the true nature of the game. It has a bit of fiddliness with those dice, but otherwise, this game was a big surprise for me this year,
Mm.
because I knew a bit about the game, but I did not expect to like it that much. My number five is
Uh,
Magnate.
I was pretty sure it's gonna be on your list. I just remember that towards the end of the game you get to roll 20
Yeah,
dice or
yeah,
something,
yeah.
and you would think you'd roll things that you need,
Exactly.
but no,
you
I rolled. I can't use any of them. Okay. Oh.
you need to have modifiers, and that's, I think it's a good thing. It's a good trait. You need to have those modifiers. You don't have to. If you rely only on dice, you can't just roll the dice and
Oh.
expect everything to be good. You need
That's
those
why
modifiers in
I
life.
lose at casinos. Okay, okay. I need modifiers to play
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
roulette.
yeah, of
Okay.
course. Let's go. Your
Right.
number five, right?
Yeah.
What is
This
your number
is
five?
we have played this twice and one recently. Maybe the last one we played. I can just got it from me.
Is
My
it is
memory
it
is
turn and taxis?
Turn Taxis, and it's
Uh,
this
yeah,
actually this list is just talking about games that we already played, we already talked about. Just
yeah.
to
It's a list for us, like I told you.
yeah, it's this will never get old with me. I think it's just about the right complexity, the right length, the it works. I don't know. You might have a different idea, but it works at any player
Yeah,
count.
yeah. It works. It works to player. It works. For I think it was a bit long for player.
Yeah,
But I like it at two. I like it at three.
yeah. So it's incredibly fun. It's evergreen. It didn't. I have this one. It's one of the oldest game I have in my collection, and I still look at it. And if you would ask me, would you like to play it right now? Without a doubt, no hesitation.
Yeah, I
It.
like this game a lot, and I think I've talked on the stream. It still cracks my top 100,
It
and
should.
which I think speaks a
It's
lot.
the streamlined elegance of it. It's
Yeah,
everyone could get on it. It's
I call it a bit of a smarter Ticket Ride.
oh,
Um, Although I really like Ticket Ride, but this one is one step up in complexity.
mm.
And yeah, I love it a lot. A great game. Good pick. And we had a lot of fun on stream also. Hearing you. when I don't know, somebody was taking a card, or a card which you were expecting. I never rely on cards. I do what the best I can with what I get, and but there are of those
Yeah,
moments. I would
I
need
know,
that.
I
I
know.
would need that now. I would need that now. That would be good now. I need. It's a great game. You need to plan ahead. Why I like this game is the planning ahead, and I love games when I need to play to plan, and to plan two turns, 2 3 turns ahead maybe. And this is why,
Yeah.
and I can see it somehow, and this is most most played games. uh, in this when I've played it a lot in the beginning of my board gaming life, of as a
Mm,
heavy board gamer, let's say, and as an avid board gamer, I've played a lot this,
yeah.
and I
It's
still
a
like it a lot.
it's an excellent next step when you get inside and you dip your toes into Carcassonne and your you know those you know. But yeah, we've talked about this extensively, and we will do so in the future. I would
That would
expect.
happen.
So
Okay, let's go to number 4.
a little crossover. I would have expected more.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
let's
Um, my number 4 is a game that um, we've played on stream. It's a game. I think this is the first one without you. This is the first one
Oh
without you.
no.
You are not on this stream, so
It had
this
to
is
happen. I mean,
yeah, and
it's it's a real downgrade, degrading for me to think that I've been replaced by a talking hand. So I don't know how to take this information.
the game is Golem.
Mm.
Um, I really liked playing this on stream. It was a lot of fun. I've played I loved every play of this game. And yeah, it was fun playing it, putting it on stream, playing it, having fun with it, trying to do the puzzle the best as I can, the best as we can. I think this was Dee's best game, and this is a heavy game for her. She started playing games around 2 years ago, seriously, and now she can be more competitive in these kinds of in these types of games. um, and she tried heavy games from the beginning, but she couldn't wrap her head around them. Now she can try. She can, after playing, getting a bit more experience. She gets them, or some of them, and she got this game, and it was fun. It was tense till the end because we never knew who is going to win till the end. Yeah, and what can I say? I really like Golem. It's a one heck of a game, and I would never say no to this. Never,
Yeah.
never.
I sincerely need to get this back on the table because I didn't know what I was doing. It's quite involved,
Yeah,
and
it
like I
is.
said, it's a game for gamers.
Yeah, it is. So what is your number 4?
Well, my number four is easier to digest and to get into, and you are managing your own tavern
Oh,
in
that was fun.
Tiefenthal.
Yeah,
I can't express how much I like this game. It's everything I want in a Euro game. It's
yeah. We played this one in
just at
Romanian,
the right level
unfortunately.
of complexity.
Yeah,
Well,
we've played this one on Romanian. Let's hope. I hope we're going to be able to do a playthrough in English also, because I got a copy from
mm,
Schmidt Spiele through his Romanian partner, which is Oxy Game. So maybe we'll get the chance because I have an English copy, and maybe we'll get a chance to play it some more. But it's a fun game. Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry
I would.
for this for interrupting you. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, this will be a nice infomercial publicity to get. And yeah, I'll never say no to this game. It's so much fun. You have a lot of cards, and the way you use those cards and the way they get from your deck. It's a interesting
Deck
deck
building, yeah.
builder, but with a not these reliant on that. Um, you have to convert beer into into the actions that you do. Then the money will let you upgrade your establishment to make it even to get you bigger and better rewards. There are tiles that you put on your board that give you different bonuses and all that. It's a dice drafting, dice placement game
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
place on different actions available on the
On
board
your board,
depending on the
on your board,
number
yeah.
they've been rolled and what actions that what number they need to be to activate that action. So a lot of processing power, but easy enough to get on the board. It's definitely not a it's a medium game, right? I would
That's
think is.
yeah, it is.
And
Uh,
yeah, like you've seen on the TV. This is with basically all you had at that time.
yeah, with all
Probably
the yeah, with
the,
the expansion, it's all
yeah,
with the expansion, and I really like what the expansion adds. All
yeah,
modules
yeah.
and the expansion is if you're a heavier gamer like I am, with those expansion, it starts to be even more fun, more things to think about. Oh, how can I cruise through these avenues,
Yeah.
slide, glide through these avenues? It's a pretty good game. Yep, and it was a fun
Yes.
stream also. Yeah. So let's go to
Number three.
number three, right?
Yeah, it's already there.
Uh,
The
so
best games we've played this year. We have.
yeah, my number three. It's the best streams, not necessarily best games. We did best games.
Oh yeah, so yeah.
Um, my number three is a game which I have played solo. I haven't played with nobody. I have played with nobody.
Did you get to play a solo game? How did you manage that?
And
I don't remember you playing a
I
solo
have
game.
played. I think I've played this year. I haven't played a lot of solos. Last year I've played more solos. This year I have played. I don't usually like playing solo games, and this
Hmm.
was the game that changed my direction in a way. After this game, I said I'm moving almost full time to English. I'm doing in Romanian. I will keep doing in Romanian whatever is localized, but the main thing I'll do it in English. And this was the game that started everything. And the game is Mage Knight.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
but why I have chosen this game is mainly because I really like it. I mean, it was such a fun. It is one of the best solo experiences you can have with a board game. I think it still ranks as number one game of all time as a solo for solo players. Uh, I have I had a lot of fun playing it, preparing for the stream. It has gazillion scenarios now with expansions and different characters, which yeah, it's a in a way I think it's a video game.
Hmm.
It's a video game transformed into a board game, which with how should I call it, with mechanisms from heavier from Euro games in a way, like resource management and conversion, multi-use
Mm.
cards. Um, it, it's I think we had a Kickstarter which we had this year of a game which borrowed a lot from Mage Knight, which was, and I forgot its name, a huge game. Uh, I forgot his name, its name, but yeah, uh, Mage Knight is still, it's a classic. It's, I think, the best game to play solo. It's a lot of fun if you're a heavier Euro gamer like I am. You will enjoy this one a lot if you want to play a solo from time to time.
But is this a multiplayer or
Yeah,
just
you can
solo
play it
experience?
multiplayer, but I don't see why. It's a lot. It's a long game, anyways. So adding another player, which usually you do not get too much in contact with, is
Mm.
just. And I do not. This what is fun in the game is finding baddies and fighting with them, and playing those cards and managing to get the most out of the cards you have in your hand, and yeah, practically. So, and oh, how will you get wounds, or do you you can make a strategy. There's a character which allows you to do a strategy with those wounds. um, it's fun, a lot of fun, and I just, in a way, I'm sorry I cannot play it more than I did, but always had fun with this game, and I will always have fun with this game. As a Mainly as a solo game, I like it, discovering the world, uh, um, beating baddies, going as much as you can, have that fantasy feeling of
Mm.
discovering creatures and fighting with them. Yep, my
So
number
this is
three
a
is Mage Knight.
Gloomhaven sized box for solo players. And this is
Uh,
quite surprising because you mentioned that you don't play solo and you
I
don't like
don't.
video games. So
Nah, yeah,
it's
you're
a
right. I do not. I played a lot of video games when I was 16, 15, 16, 17.
mm.
Then I grew up, and uh, I went to university and did grown up stuff. So I didn't have time for video games
Oh.
anymore. After university, say, yeah, and then I have time. But I played a lot of Splinter Cell when I was a teenager, or
Hmm.
in university. But afterwards, I haven't played video games. I do not have time for them. And yeah, you're right. I usually don't play these kinds of games, but I really enjoy the puzzle of the cards in this game and
Mm.
what it does. Again, for solo, I don't want to play it. I wouldn't want to play it more. My
Yeah,
number
but
three
yeah.
was my solo play. I haven't played. I did not play with anyone. Uh, I have my own castle. I want to
Yeah.
play with it. Mage
You
Knight.
you said I'll play with my own toys.
Exactly.
You know, I don't want anyone,
Exactly.
take a break. Anyway,
Number three was Mage Knight. What is your number three?
it's incredibly related to some, well, in theme anyways. It's a one against many that you have got the nickname of Sauron because of this. And it's in Romanian, but
We did
you
it in
just
English
believe me
also.
when he
We did it in English
enjoys.
also.
Oh, it's in English. Okay, so we've done two of
We've
them, I
done two
think.
of them. We've done two playthroughs of this game. Yeah,
So
one in English, one in
just
Romanian.
watch how much he revels in his meanness, in his evil. He expresses with every laugh. He is evil laugh is there. Um, he has so much fun being evil. It's
Yeah, I like that.
so yeah. Even playing other games, we would, make an inside joke and call you Sauron because, you like to do mean things. But this is it's a huge game with a lot of moving parts.
Yeah,
Um,
it was almost impossible to get it on camera, to put it on
yeah,
camera,
yeah, and
because I had
between
a different camera than I have right now,
yeah,
and it was,
yeah.
oh man, it was.
But with all of that, the it was incredibly good to play. I have no problems whatsoever to know which road was where, what iconography is needed to do what. So it's a big map, and you can get lost in its theme because it's filled with scenarios, events, things happen to you
Yeah,
all the time,
yeah.
and you just look for you move somewhere and you have to decide, do I search? Do I try? I push my luck to see. And in the beginning, or I thought that every location was a good location until, oh no, what happened to me? And I said, oh, so there is a percentage of things that bad things that can happen to
Yeah,
you.
there is.
But
Yeah, there is.
it's it's a very good, and I mentioned before, I like cooperative games, and I like to create. You talk to teammates to see what the best plane of action is, and this has that. And the reaction of the player who is playing the, well, usually the masterminds, or
Sauron.
yeah, yeah. So it was an ex incredible experience, but you need two, three players at least to get
Yeah,
you know
yeah. But I think
um,
three players was a good player count for this one.
mm,
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah.
wow. I'm
Um,
surprised it hasn't popped up yet, but oh,
uh,
maybe it will. I don't know.
um, well, you can wish it. You're allowed to wish it.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. It's a very involved thematic
yeah, it is.
game.
It's a pretty nice. It's a pretty good game and it's fun. My number two. Oh, I have to go to number two first and foremost, right?
Yeah, that's how it works.
My number two is a game which I have I think I've played once when it first was released, and then I played it again this year, and I had a lot of fun, a huge fun, and we did
Solo.
this. No, we did for our patron viewers. I did a playthrough in Romanian. And then we did the playthrough, preparing for the playthrough which we were doing in English. And that playthrough is, you can find it on channel. And I think we're going to do more and more some Patreon streams because we need some patrons. We need to grow bigger. And the game is Escape Plan.
Mm.
I was, I mean, I I call it the most Ameritrash Lacerda which exists, and I have
So you have
two
two
Lacerda
of them.
games. Yeah, I do, I do. Um, Man, I love this place. We had
Yeah, you do.
so much fun. We had so much fun playing it. Um,
The Prince of Darkness to a bank robber. You're
yeah.
just in your salsa.
I had so much fun playing this one. Dodging the cops and trying to get more money than you two boogers get. and visiting things before you visit, and trying to make the most money. Mo- Practically, this is what you're trying to do. And this is, I would say, most of Lacerda games which I play are a lot of thinking, planning, what is my best option, and things like that. This is the game which gives me that, but it's light enough that gives me also the fun role playing. Let's say, allows you to
Mhm.
role play a bit and play more because it's not complex. This is an okay. It's a more complex game than usually people play, but as a Lacerda game, this is a very easy one. Um, so I would recommend because the game makes sense, and I would recommend for people who have played, well, let's say medium games and they're okay with medium type games to try and play this one because it's heavy on rules, not necessarily on what you need to do. It kind of makes sense, and everything will will fall into it will have a lot of logic, so it will be simple to understand what you need to do. And yeah, and it has a lot of we had banter, and we made try to poke fun, to poke each other. It was a three-player playthrough.
Send the cops your way.
Send the cops. Yeah. I had a lot of fun playing this one, and I did not think I would have so much fun playing it after I had it there. It stayed there with it gathered dust for 3 years,
Oh.
and I said I have to try this again, and I had.
How was it after 3 years? Did you find have to relearn
Yeah, I
everything
have learned
all over
everything. Yeah,
again?
yeah, I relearned
Mm.
everything because I have only played it once. For example, if I break out Vinhos or Lisboa games, which I have played a lot from Lacerda, probably I don't need to relearn it again. Once I start playing it and I shuffle, let's say, through the rules, I go fast through the rules, I will remember what I need to do. But with this one, I have only played it once, and after that, nothing for 3 years almost. So yeah, my number two was Escape Plan. Fun, 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 fun,
Mm.
and it was a fun experience on stream, and that's what is the most important
Yeah,
for
plan
this game.
ahead. Plan your escape route well.
Yeah. So this was my number two. What is your number two?
So, I think is our second crossover. Can you guess which one?
Our second crossover?
Yeah, we had Maharaja, and now
Probably Pillars.
it's obvious, clear as day. This
I know
this
how much you love
game
this game.
is
And you have the
is
expansion, unlike me.
I do, and I feel blessed almost to this game is has brought me so much joy. Um, I will never stop talking about it. This is my go-to, and you have idea of bite board games. This is you have to try this. It's easily accessible. It was out of print for the longest time, but now I think you can get it pretty much everywhere. Um, and we've played it twice, and like you said, we had a blast. And once you get to know the game, you can see you. The first time you play it, you don't know the cards that are coming afterwards, and the
Yeah,
more you play it, oh, you need that
yeah,
medal because you're waiting for the card in
yeah,
the third, fourth, and fifth round, which where the big points are made. So you're constantly gathering resources and stacking a few of them, just waiting for the right time to use them. And once that happens, you know the ins and outs of this game. Oh, you're doing that? Well, I'm gonna do all in my power to not give you that character, not let you pick up that benefit, um, even block you. It's a certain it's I wouldn't say hate draft because this is
No, you
not.
need to do what's best for yourself, and if
Yeah,
what's best for myself
but
gets in
you
your
still
way,
need to pay attention to what other
so
are
be it.
need, because if left to their own devices, they will just do a lot of points in the end.
Yeah, but
But
you won't. If you take something which somebody else's need, but you do not take something which you need, you will lose, most likely. So you do
yeah,
need to be
but
careful at your own
mm,
strategy, more or less. You do not. It's I wouldn't call it a hate drafting in this. I don't think you hate draft in this game. Um,
mm,
but you might take something which will score you some big points at the end, which
mm,
somebody else have planned for or had planned for.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. So knowing what's in coming up next is it's a big thing for this game. But everything from the production and mainly about the board, I think this is. I remember now, but is it the 2006, 7? Yeah, I don't know.
Seven, I
It's a
think. Seven, I think. Yeah, 7 or 8.
it's a
Yes,
pretty
or
pretty
six,
and
seven. Yeah,
it aged phenomenally.
yeah. It's
You
the
could
best one
put
in the
this
series. Yeah.
against any modern board game and it would still hold up to this day.
Yep.
It's it's as I could have Turn and Taxes and Pillars of the Earth. They're just that good. I would
Yep.
you know break it, take it to game night and would have no problem whatsoever. So yeah, this is my go-to darling of a jewel in my collection.
I see. So now we go to number one. I think we go to number one, right?
Yeah, you you should know what number one is.
Let's go
We've been
straight to number
bantering
one.
about this one ever since it.
Uh,
Okay, number one.
Number one. What is my number one, my friend? What do you think is my number one?
Uh, is it Obsession?
It is a game which it is an overlap with you.
Oh, we have already. Is it? Uh, all of these I could play with you. To be fair, just maybe Middle Earth because it's complexity.
Yeah, it's Middle Earth Quest.
Yes, I told you you had too much fun playing that game.
Oh, that was awesome.
Oh yeah,
I played
you're
Sauron.
you're on your toes from start to finish.
It is. It's a um, for a heavy Euro gamer, that type of player I am. I think this is the type of Ameritrash game, storytelling, a bit of a let's say a bit of randomness with cards, which I am willing to play. It gives me enough strategy and rules and depth. It has a lot of rules, lots of rules, because it is a very thematic game. It's one of the most thematic games that I have played in my life as a board gamer, and it gives me great pleasure. Gives me great pleasure to yeah, it gives me a good time. I mean, and we've played it two player, and I think three is way better than it is at two. I had, I mean, I have played only as Sauron, not as the heroes, and I've tried to perfect my evil love to to yeah
Successfully, I would
yeah
say.
it was this game was fun, and I think it shows we try not to play only what's new and new. Not always what's new. It's always best and always the greatest, the newest and greatest. We do enjoy older games, and I'm not getting rid of some of my older games. This is an old title. I think it's 2007, I believe,
Hmm.
or 2009, somewhere there. It's in the Paleolithical times in board game years. Um, it's fun, and if you like playing Sauron, it's even more fun. I mean, thinking of you, where are you going? You need to discuss, you need to talk. I think it has a great battle system. This is one of the reasons which I like. I usually do not like battle
Yeah.
systems with dice. I like deterministic ones. And this is, I have to go into your mind and try to see what you will. I will know some of the
Hmm.
cards you draw. I will I you yeah you can mess a bit with your opponent. You have enough information, but not complete information, um, to make it boring. Yeah, I really like its battle system, and I think it still holds up. And I think um, Peterson. What's his first name? Mr. Peterson. Anyways, and Cory Konietzka have done a classic, a true classic, which I, for one, will enjoy for a lot of years to come. I'm curious if they want to revisit the system, and maybe I think the board can be improved a bit. The artwork can be improved a bit on the board, to say the least. And I think they could try to re do it in a way or another to bring it back into public's
Make the map bigger.
made them. Probably it would be smaller these days. Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
It will. The rules will be more streamlined. I do enjoy the huge. I do enjoy the rules, and it makes it thematic. And
Hmm.
but once you played it once or twice, if you're a heavy gamer and you are used to rules, and to big rule books, it will also make sense.
So,
So
yeah.
yeah, a fun experience on stream. And on stream, it's kind of harder to have fun experiences when you have to think all the time of different things. But for me, which I am the main director of everything here, of cameras and softwares and things like that.
The
But
credits, all you.
yeah, exactly. Um, it was a lot of fun. You see the talking
Yeah.
hand doing things now. Yeah, fun, 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 fun.
Yeah.
That was my number one of
Fantasy,
things.
Lord of the Rings in a box, adventure in a box, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
It's great, great game.
So I'm curious. I thought this would be your first pick. I
No,
do not know what is your first pick. Let me think a bit about it, because you have put
I'll give you
Turn and
10
Taxes.
seconds.
I thought even Turn and Taxes or Pillars would also. This would be your three, and I do not know what is your first one. Did we play Glenmore this year?
No, we
We
didn't, but
didn't.
we
We played
played
last year.
something, my most anticipated game of last year. That's the biggest clue I can give you.
It's Unconscious Mind.
Yes, it is.
It's Unconscious Mind.
Yes, it is.
I see. I can't think of a concept because it's not out yet. In my head, I cannot go close to it. So
I
it will be next
did
year.
we play it?
Yeah, we did.
Did we play it?
We did it.
So, is it eligible for
Yeah, it
this top
is.
10?
It is. It is.
Okay, so I just can't. You know, I'm a sucker for good box
Yeah,
covers.
you are. You buy games by
Just give me a
covers.
box cover, I'll take that sucker home. That's how it works.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you do that.
So you have these two top artists working in the same box, not competing with each other, just merging,
Yeah,
fusioning. Just it's
and
so synchronized
so,
that it's not in your way, and it's not a competition of who is doing what. Um, they've determined who is going to do dreamlike and Dixit type of um, images that are more surrealistic, let's call them. And
yep.
then the characters, player boards, they all have the hand of the trade. Oh yeah, the trade and Bosley
But
working
which
on the
both
same
you can
game.
find an interview both of them on the channel, which I'm really happy. I have managed to talk
Yes,
with both
yes.
of them.
You're incredibly privileged to
Yep.
have been in the same space, comfy chairs, virtual room,
Virtual room,
how
yeah.
do you want to call them? You have talked to these people that are basically gods in the board game industry, and
Well,
yeah,
I
um,
come on, let's not go that far.
yeah, I'm
But
exaggerating
yeah,
like I always
they are
do, but
great,
I
great,
still feel like
awesome people and great artists.
just watch the interviews to see how down to earth and real people they are, but still, uh, their work speaks
Speak for
for
themselves. Yeah,
themselves,
yeah,
and
yep.
that's is why I enjoyed the gameplay as much as the art, which is saying a lot. And this is not a an easy game to get into because it's quite involved. There
Yeah.
are a lot of things to maneuver, to process. There are a lot of ideas on the on the board, um, and
Yep.
you have to manage your resources quite efficiently
Yep.
to get out uh, um, to do well. But with all that, great box. I hope once it comes out,
Huge.
we'll have a space dedicated in my collection.
I do.
So
Yeah.
I really had a lot of fun with this one. I don't know if you didn't put it on your list because it's not a
I haven't. Yeah, because it's not
finished game.
out. So I'm in a way waiting for next year to really talk about this game. It's like the same thing I did with that Endless Winter. Yeah,
Hmm.
I have enjoyed my playthrough of this. Really, really, and I think I have talked at the end about it. It
Yeah,
is. I like it more than I like Endless Winter. Um,
same.
it's a Euro game with theme, which weirdly works a bit. Weirdly, in a weird way, because it is an efficiency puzzle, but that theme works and everything ties well together, and it creates a certain atmosphere at the table, and this is, I think, the most important part of it, because yeah, theme, how do you, it's kind of hard to create this theme, but that atmosphere, it creates that atmosphere at the table, and I think it succeeds in what it tries to accomplish.
Hmm.
It's not a bad pick. I just, for me, it was off limits. Let's say I want to talk about this game next year when I have
Hmm.
a lot more in front of me. I hope we will be playing this one again with the Nightmares expansion and everything else, because it's indeed fun and a good game.
Yeah, can't wait for that one. But you'll have to be patient and wait till next year.
Yeah.
So,
Well, these were our top 10 streams. This is a, well, I don't, how should I put it? I do hope people see it, but it's not a top which probably interests a lot of people. I'm
yeah,
gonna
it's
close the
probably a two-way
TVs.
conversation.
Yeah, it was. We spent a lot of hours doing this, and um, we have fun doing it. And I was thinking, why am I still going on? Because yeah, the main thing why I do this is because I love the game of doing this. I mean, I love doing streams, and I love in interacting with people. When I like it when they write in the comments in YouTube, or and I like to see, or in BGG, when people thank me for doing this, and it's nice that yeah, we do get to people, and some people
Mm.
enjoy and like what we are doing, and a lot of no people said that they are enjoying behind the scenes. Let's say they are enjoying what we are doing, and in a way, we are still young. We've been doing this in the English language for 6 months. We've been doing this for. I've been doing this for 5 years, in different forms until it got here in this form, and I'll add different types of content with the time. Maybe more people will come on board and help us with different I don't know, tops and discussions. Maybe we'll add something about Kickstarter or GameFound, and but yeah, this is the bread and butter of Bogey Plays, which are playthroughs, live playthroughs, because I believe playthroughs are the best way someone can realize if they like a game or not. See how we feel at the table. I cannot make a playthrough where I am sad, and at the end then I'm going to come in front of you and say that was the best playthrough I have ever done. I It's impossible. I cannot lie to you. You will see how I feel, and then you will, okay, okay, what does he say now at the end in the post game discussions? And like I said, this long form content, it's not for everyone, but this is what I'm trying to perfect, and the way I want to go forward. I know there is an audience for this. We just need to get to much more of this audience slowly. And I really like doing these. I like doing these playthroughs. I find them fulfilling also for me. So yeah, we are moving on this road. Sir, do you want to say something in the end?
So almost another year has gone by, and we've had a lot of time. We've spent a lot of time. Well, you have prepared the games by playing them before, and but still, we're gonna have even more if there can be to fun to be had. So I'm very curious of what the future will bring. Probably new games which you are preparing already. Anyway, so
New
I had a
games,
lot of
yeah.
fun. These games were amazing to play, and we could show them in their full potential, at their full potential.
Yeah,
Um, and
we're trying
I
to that.
enjoy this format. You really get the very broad definition of what this game can provide by seeing it in action. Not just it would be infinitely easier to have 10 minutes, just saying, instead of spending three hours,
Yeah, yeah,
it's
we could do that.
but it's an involvement that you are planning on investing in this channel, and hopefully they will understand why you do things this way. So I'm honored and privileged to continue doing what I'm doing, still, playing games and not getting old for this hobby. So
Yeah,
let's have a better and with more games next year.
next year, yeah. I will try to make. I don't know if there will be interest. I will do a Q&A at some point with, and I'm going to talk. I will try to introduce this every month. Do a Q&A at the end of the month with, and I'm going to talk about all the games which we we play in a month, and talk briefly about the streams and everything, or at least at 2 months, bi-monthly, bi-monthly,
Yeah.
or no, bi-monthly is twice a month, or I think no, once in 2 months probably.
So
Yeah,
breaking news, you're announcing a new segment.
yeah, I'm going to do it. Yeah, from probably from next year, or maybe I'm going to start at the end of this year. They're not going to be a lot of streams. We're going to go through Christmas and after Christmas. Probably we're going to try, if we have the time, to do one more playthrough of something, and then we're going to start everything fresh in the new year. Um, Thank you, sir, for your time and for helping me. I want to thank also everyone who came and helped, like Kosti, like who came and helped in the Romanian channel, like Oli and all other guys. Um, and we'll see each other on the next one.
Yeah, undoubtedly. Thank you, and have a great holiday. And
I will, as always, hmm, going to thank everyone who came and watched live. If anyone came and watched live, um, and if not, I wanna thank you if you watch after the fact. If you enjoy what you see, please like, share, and subscribe. You can comment in the comment section, and I hope, I don't know if we're going to have any more streams till Christmas. Probably not. So I'm going to wish each and every one of you a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. Hope you'll you'll have peaceful holidays. You'll have time to spend with loved ones, because um, this is the time of the year when we should do this. And until next time, all I have to say is, ooh, what says in here, I have moved it, which says play a lot, have fun, and play loads, as you Brits say. Bye bye, fine folks, wherever in the world you are.